guess.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up.
Just arrested for parkour, yeah. Destruction of property.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. Or what? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
I'm just not gonna talk. Fuck him.
You hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of
Sounds like
justice,
bones cracking.
Blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
Yeah, fuck you.
I see. I need your hand to sign this, bud. I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
Maybe I should stop. I'm basically torturing Joker at this point.
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece.
I'm not gonna make the joke, it's fine.
We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility.
Stab him with the
for
pen.
actions.
Stab him with the pen. Stab him with the pen. Do it. Do it. Do it. Bitch. Joker Joestar. I didn't realize it was the next day you get interviewed. I thought it was like straight after.
Excuse me, but this area is off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
There's too many to
Just let me
choose
through. It's
choose
urgent.
from
There's
when
something
it comes
I
to
need to
favorite
confirm with the suspect.
characters.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides,
You prosecutor
I mean,
signed Nijima?
Most of the
There's a
Phantom
call
Thieves.
from your director. Hurry
Least
and get it over
favorite?
with. To be
Oh,
frank,
yeah.
you're being an
Hands down.
inconvenience.
It's just why.
I thought I ordered
Of
you
like
to
mainish
stand by.
characters.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
It's just compared to everyone
I will
else,
not
she's
be
very
convinced unless
bland, I
confirm it
guess.
for myself.
The
This
story's
is
kind of
my
cool,
case.
but
Good luck.
only
to
when
you
it gets to
then.
like the ending.
I won't be expecting much though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention
Don't you get to
something
know it, yeah.
important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
There was a video that that was posted in Discord a while ago.
Well done on making it this far,
Yeah.
inmate.
There was a video posted in Discord a while ago, which was someone doing a review of Okumura's palace, and why it is the worst palace of the entire game. And from a story standpoint, the main thing about it and why Haru isn't as liked as everyone else, because obviously she didn't get the She doesn't, obviously, you have the time with her and everything. But it's also because she doesn't get the big payoff from Akumara's palace. Because if you look at all the other palaces, everyone has, like, a monologue against the shadow that they're related to. So, like, Yusuke has it against Madarame, Makoto has it against Kaneshiro, all that sort of stuff. Haru doesn't get that at the very end, because Morgana takes it from her. Because reasons, apparently. And that was, like, that's why they said it was the main reason, which I can kind of agree with. It does, like, now that you think about it, it's like, I suppose that is true. Because Haru just does seem sort of placed there, and that's probably why. Yeah, exactly. It was sort of the turning point. It's like she didn't get that closure with her own father, which is very... It's like, yeah. Her confidant's nice. Like, I like her story of that and everything. Because we did max that the first time. But yeah, it's just a bit upsetting that they didn't give her the justice she deserved, I guess. Burp noise.
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
We're in the present? Yay.
The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast.
I mean, I'm sure there are in you, so I wouldn't.
If you want to
don't
win
risk
this
it.
unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Anyone else? Oh, okay. Oh, you're just curious. Fair enough.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
A deal?
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now.
I mean, did we though?
You've corrupted the order of this country and caused
Give
an
it a couple days.
uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin.
No idea who that is.
Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case.
No idea who
Arm
that is either.
Takamaki.
Sounds hot though.
Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil.
Sounds
Yusuke
sexy.
Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki.
No idea.
Futaba
Sounds cute though.
Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO.
She sounds floofy.
And
Oh, there you
the
go.
frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy.
Sounds like best girl
Makoto
material.
Nijima.
Yusuke romance
Those are
when
your
I
accomplices
fucking
in the
would have
Phantom
if I could.
Thieves case, are they not?
Never heard of them. I love that that's an option.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
There were no such people.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in?
I mean, I'm sitting in a
Let's
chair.
discuss
So.
one other person.
Akechi.
Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
Ah, I was really hoping out of all the people you'd just throw Akechi under the bus. That's impossible.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly
He
have
is the
no
newbie of the
intention
group, so.
bargaining with me.
I don't know a thing. Just
Even
shrug.
now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor.
I mean, they didn't technically
Why won't you
sacrifice
talk
me.
about them?
I willingly chose to sacrifice myself, so, you know. It goes against justice.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things.
You call this justice?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
Sticking to the right path.
Sticking to the
Terrible
right
option.
path? That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right.
Hey!
We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
What about the true culprit?
After all this, you're still...
The drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
I won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about
Pancakes!
right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey,
I'm
can you hear
good
me?
out of it.
It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Don't you want to win?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Interrogation room. That's right. If I remember...
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
Do you know this place?
Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
It's funny how it goes. It's been 15 years. Sold out. That's right. There's something I need to do. What is it? Come on, Joker.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention is to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over.
It's some real
It's
bad
all up to
parties.
you, leader.
Hand it over.
The smartphone, duh. We've been talking about it this whole time. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I want to make a deal with you.
Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
The phone.
You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
Show it?
That's right. I'm sure Makoto and the others told you about it. We need to show it to the true culprit. You know, the
The code
traitor.
is 8008. Classic.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Show it to the true culprit.
The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that run, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
That voice sounded very familiar.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Not a teammate.
Not a teammate? My god. You're referring to him, aren't you?
You need to trust me.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation
Well,
can go. This will be my
we had a
last
good run.
involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
I feel as if Sai finally understands me. God, I fucking love this game.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thy bond shall become the wings thou hast awakened.
So yeah, you
to
just
the
jump
ultimate
straight from,
secret
is it
of
like 6 that you're on for
granting
Sai?
thee
Straight to
power.
10. There you go. True justice. Cooperate as comrades who fight for justice and seek the truth.
All right.
You can now fuse
All right.
Satan himself.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though?
No!
A Ketchikan? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so
It can't
surprised?
possibly be.
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well.
I
don't you
mean,
think?
They
it
assigned
couldn't
you
possibly be
command?
Akechi, could it?
That was a joke, of course.
He's
I'm
our
merely here
comrade.
to assist with
He's
the
our
public
friend.
security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others
Oh, it must be
incarcerated
someone
here,
else.
yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
Not sure if that's how it works, but okay.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves.
Oh
I need
my
you
God.
to be clear with
But if
me.
he
Who
sold
am I
us out,
supposed to show this to?
then that means...
My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
In case you missed the cutscene from 3 seconds ago.
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun,
Has to be more got it, yes.
does this phone look familiar to you?
Does this phone smell like chloroform?
Excuse me?
That was weird.
What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
foolish woman.
It's his dick pic. Whoa! Play some games like Fortnite.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
Why?
I owe you for all of this.
Oh,
Thanks.
oh my god!
He's right.
Sorry.
You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile. Have you finally pieced it all together?
What's this always an anime cutscene? I think so.
Case closed. This is how your
Try me, bitch.
justice ends.
Oh shit. Okay, like young at me. Well, we had a good run. So this is the Akechi romance route. Yeah. Oh, Sojiro. Sojiro felt it himself. We got a bad ending. Rip. Oh, time to do another 100 hours. He was going to shoot himself. Why would he do it that way? Why would he not do it that way? You sold out the team? Why?
Shido-san. My job
Shido?
is
What?
complete.
It's Baldy!
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
Didn't want to miss.
They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
No. It can't be. Even me. God damn it. Shit.
Oh no. That dude's dead. What a shame.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your
Mini
justice,
thumb, no.
Sir Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi
Ryuji is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Bit late, Si, just saying.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take.
You must save Joker Joestar.
You want me to save him?
Why does that keep happening?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him.
Very
after to destroy the
suspicious.
evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down
You meant to be
today.
dead? That's what I thought. It's
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You?
They probably replaced him so it didn't seem suspicious.
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the
bad
leader
acting.
of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anshon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried
He's like,
about
oh no,
you.
she's hot.
It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
Looks like he's got pink hair.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
I mean, surely people at Shujin would have pieced it together.
We also received information...
Like, oh, it was a the leader of the Thieves has been caught. Oh, he was a high schooler. Oh, hey, Joker Joestar's not at school today.
He had to leave his his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking
How
news.
dare he floof her hair.
Man being
Only we can floof her hair.
has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me.
What? It's a shame you don't see everyone else's reaction. At least, like, the people that you've maxed, you don't see their reaction to him, because they know. So...
It would seem as though
we have been killed. Well, rep.
But why were you killed? Why did you have to
All a
die?
part of the plan.
Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
This is where it shows us, right? First time I sensed something was off. That's right, it's during the school festival. This fucking cutscene. I still cannot get over it.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too then.
Whoa, dripping balls!
It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard
It's
me.
so fucking well done. We can't trust him.
My thoughts exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station.
It's so good.
There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
Let's do some research. Oh, I
Yeah,
fucking love this
That's
game.
my plan too. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Did someone say pancakes?
There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
You can do it, Futaba.
I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone. So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible.
It was like that line was just, it was
I've
not
got a
just a
plan.
throwaway line at all. I know, right?
That's perfect.
Keeping it secret?
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
Futaba's going to do something. I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game.
The game's not over? Oh my god.
There are still things that must be done.
Maybe we didn't get the bad ending. My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me in that moment. You know, when I was shot in the face. Oh my god. He's faded. What? That doesn't make... that. People don't do that when they die. Wait. Joker's fine? Oh my...
Oh my god!
Yes, I would like to save. Oh, you know what? No, I'm saving on a different save file. I want to watch that again. That's, oh, so good. So good. Exclamation mark, undeath, yeah! God, so fucking good. That fucking pancakes line. Just, oh, did I hear something about pancakes? It's like, what? Yeah, no, we're going for cake. It's like, oh, okay, whatever. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Oh, it's so fucking good. Oh, I love it. See, if there was one game, you know, people are like, oh, I really wish I could play this game for the first time again. I think for me, it will always be Persona 5, purely for that twist, because it's so fucking good. I'm exhausted. It feels like my consciousness is about to fade away.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening? Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening?
Especially when you're showing that I got the bad ending. Yeah. Sorry, what were we talking about?
You weren't paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was
I mean, technically he wasn't lying. He had seen the real culprit.
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool.
Akechi is a tool.
His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his
End of the
identity?
You don't notice it.
Akechi say it.
You might get a bit of a whoa sort of thing. You know when you stand up too quickly
I think that will
and
be the case
you're like,
eventually,
whoa, okay.
regardless of
That's
whether
what
or not we
it would be
learn
like
his
that at the
identity.
very most.
The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If
he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested, and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi
Let's
and
do
get
wait
the
until the
Master
weird kid
Michael
jumps outside of a
all while
window.
learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for
Bad
how we can
parkour.
carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
Him? What?
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey!
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been?
Ghostly.
You're not floating.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
Hey, look, he's dead. Here's his body. Deal with it, please.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a second.
Like how she's assuming that Sojiro knows literally anything.
What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to
Oh,
determine
I
their
knew we
identity.
could.
True culprit. I see. So you guys were going up against
Only Joker
someone
gets to hit on
else.
Sai.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
He messed up.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one
Pancakes.
single mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
So I refused.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain
So
realizes
like
you
Harry
can
Potter,
actually
like-
talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition.
That's
Most
death
likely.
sentence right there.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
You wouldn't notice it if you weren't paying 100% attention. And
Mona
even
was the
then,
only
you still
one who was
probably
talking about a
wouldn't notice.
That meant Akechi'd already
it's
been in
so
the
fucking
metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
His story was too good.
He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this
For real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they plan to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
I wonder who.
What conditions?
No idea.
First, we required a place in
Sojiro, calling it now.
that was the same as in reality.
That's the real twist.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even
There you
realizes
go.
they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
See, so it is explained that the police officers probably didn't notice. But like I said, the worst that could have happened to them was a bit like, oh, well, that was weird, and then just continued. Like a bit of a brain fart sort of thing. That brings back memories.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
You were in a 65 dress that you turned into a group. It's kind of monster she shot boobs. It was a great idea.
Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well. but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
No worries.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected
It wasn't
police
unexpected, though.
ambush.
They
As a
predicted it
result,
would happen.
even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police.
It's weird Akechi doesn't
did
question why the
exactly how
palace
we
wasn't
planned.
crumbling around them when they took the
And I
treasure.
had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation?
Because he would have seen it in Akrumura's palace.
All I needed were the coordinates.
It seems like she used this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I couldn't see it either.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone
Straight
enters the
dancing.
palace for so short
And it's
a
Persona
time.
5 dancing! Whoa!
The reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan
See,
and
I
subsequent
thought that,
breakout
but she
would not
can't.
be possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest.
I think you have to be in there for a certain
We
amount of
couldn't
time
consult Sis
for it to kick
beforehand.
in.
It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time.
Also, welcome back.
Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember, drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
Or it's tied to Morgana himself.
Tell you the true culprit's
So you have to be
plan.
with Morgana for
I
it to
knew
work.
you'd realize the bigger picture.
Oh no, because then Akechi.
Realize that our leader was telling the truth.
Yeah, I think you should
and
have
that there was a
prolonged
greater
exposure
evil
to
pursue.
thingy.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
Oh, not my job.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for
Wait,
his body.
but it is his
And
job,
thanks
though.
to that, nobody knows he survived.
It's literally what his job is.
The interrogation, though. I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs. is
Being
utterly
bribed not to
abnormal.
do my job?
If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
It was a breeze.
How tough are you?
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated.
Is he
to
doing an
avoid
autopsy?
drawing
Well,
any
he's still
suspicion.
alive, so no.
Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Fuck's sake.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost
Yay!
to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
Where did he disappear to? There's no, like, door there. Is he just, like, propped up against the wall in the corner so no one can see him? It's Baldy. Joker Joestar.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Akechi's voice. It's me, Akechi. I wonder who it is.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly,
coffee dungeon.
You've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone.
There's no doubt that this election is mine.
Piece random animal coffee beans to filter. Ah.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
So you know what wants to name it Mr. Fluffles?
Well, the Phantom
I mean,
Thieves
what's
are
wrong with
back
being called
together.
Mr.
We can
Fluffles?
finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all
Morgana
this?
can't complain.
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said Shido-san.
Shido? Feels
That's
like I heard
Baldy's
that
name.
somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nah, he's just a bit of a dick.
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he
No.
would profit from
Then-
damage
no,
done to the
it's
current
true.
administration by the psychotic breakdowns.
Should change
He's
it to Mr.
maintained a
Fluffles.
negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected.
Takwulu.
The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves.
I feel like she
actions.
just has a picture of a Takwulu she just holds up to her face.
Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
Yeah, fuck
Gotta
the
expose
adults.
that rotten bastard.
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
To the Navmobile.
House must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Funky transition. The election headquarters? Oh, the dye building, I can't remember.
Talk about small scale.
The dye
Perhaps
building,
it's
there you
the
go.
diet building?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do
On
this.
the head, yes. What about Akechi?
No need need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a
The
worthy
restaurant
opponent.
I think that's in a reference to when you first see him in the game.
Then it's unanimous.
Because obviously you meet him when you become Phantom Thieves and
So that's
go to that
the app that
buffet.
allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me. What are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Ms. Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you need
I
such
mean,
a daring
mostly
getting
agree.
captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that when you came to me.
No.
You promoted
What
yourself
about like a
saying
couple
you had
points?
special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only
How
act to
old
preserve
is
their
she,
own
though?
vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother.
So I thought he was about
Only
40.
ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools.
Maybe he's a young politician, maybe
I
young.
will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated.
He's 47? Oh,
That's
Jesus Christ, older than I
the correct way
thought.
to use the metaverse.
Still, It would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion.
47.
Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors
If only someone that's
began
actually finished the game
approaching
could
me on their own.
look it up,
The
just in
police
case
were no
there's any
exception.
spoilers or anything.
With their
You know, just
management
saying.
in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters.
You called
since.
me
The current
36?
administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as
He's
planned.
53? Jesus.
The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything
It's also
truly
5'11".
begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Well, that was interesting. Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest. Chief's right. Let's take it easy for today. Jesus Christ. I mean, I love that whole thing. It's just, oh my god. Can we save here? Can we save here? We'll save here. Oh my god, that was 40 minutes of just cutscenes. It's like watching a TV show. It's great, but oh my god. I'm gonna probably take a quick break because I think we've just got, like, we're just talking to people coming up soon, so. I mean, I don't know, I'm just guessing because I didn't look ahead. I only looked ahead a couple of days because it's all just like auto, free time, that sort of thing. So yeah, so quick break. If anyone needs to get anything, that's a great time to do it. Food, drink, stretch, all that good stuff. And yeah, we're back here in just a few minutes.